Now, whatever you do, don't push this button.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae, the first today portion of Mugen Eclipse.
And it's me, Mr. Twitchy, the night portion of Mugen Eclipse. Tonight we're back with Season 1, Episode 2 of Gachiakuta.
Last episode, if you guys haven't, go check out our reaction to that. And also go check out our reactions to the openings and the endings for Gachiakuta. Both of them were magnificent, so go check those out when they're up. Rudo, man, he got... in the first episode, you know, the MC always got to get treated wrong in these kind of series and shown in a lot of times.
It ain't right.
They're ostracized or, you know, they receive some kind of punishment. He got thrown into the pit, the abyss, for quote-unquote killing his benefactor, even though he did not kill his benefactor, even Chiwa, his own friend. His own friend. She dropped the doll that he gave her, that he fixed up for her and gave her as a gift, and yeah, even her. So he wants to kill all of humanity, you know. Eren Yeager, you know, Evil Eye, you know.
Maybe Chiwa did that on purpose because she knew she was being monitored by whoever set Rudo up. I might be sniffing the copium, whatever you might say. But I think that she has a better head on her shoulders than I think we're giving credit to her. The other thing that I really wanted to talk about was the psychological structure of the society that they find themselves in. So, to relate it to another series that we just recently started up on the channel, Chainsaw Man, the city mouse versus the country mouse. And the country mouse can be represented by where Rudo finds himself, in the trap heap. You have more freedom down below than you would ever have up in the city. And I think that Chiwa might be a little bit representative of the city mouse in terms of her mom told her not to speak to Rudo, even though Rudo was just sitting there not doing a damn thing when she walked by. So the level of discrimination by society, quite interesting. I'm really curious to see if the story will mainly focus on Rudo or if we'll get the Chiwa adventures up top. So guys, make sure you like the video if you enjoyed today. Subscribe to the channel for more Gachiakuta content. And with that being said, let's waste no more time. Get into Season 1, Episode 2 of the show right about now.
不思議に思っていた。どうしてみんな、汚れや犯罪者のことは異常に気にすか。考えようともしないのか。
Yeah, that's crazy. That perspective, like not one person ever thought, like, well, what happened?
Oh my God,
no.
They are hunting him.
Oh no! Oh hell no! Well, he is very agile. Wow, we're two in sync. God damn, that's ridiculous. Yeah,
I
mean,
use the word agile like once a year. That's how you know we're just in perfect synchronicity.
This is another day in the United States.
Oh,
I hear New York stinks. I never been to New York. Let me know, New Yorkers. Does it stink over there? I be hearing people talk crazy about it.
It does smell like trash in New York. The one time I went, I was only there for like a day, and it did smell like trash.
That's how you was when you was in New York.
Oh, no.
Is there any safety anywhere? Is like, is this all I'm gonna see? Is this trash?
I mean, I
darkness?
did wear a mask, but what is this observation hockey? Just the pipe?
The MC no look block deflection, you know, classic.
Yeah, it's got Ichigo vibes.
Damn. Conqueror's hockey.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Slice.
What?
Yeah. You
How
know,
did it explode?
another typical, anime trope. Slice, blow up in the background, impact frames, light, boom.
Don't look at explosions. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Hey. Iconic shot.
What? Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm surprised his eyes popping out. He said be quiet.
Exactly, so shut up.
Little brat.
We're not underground, we're above ground.
Oh, that thing is eating everything.
Trash beast. So that's our Sea Kings,
Oh.
It's cleaning.
Cleaning.
Damn.
It's a trash compactor. Okay, so that's the symbolism in the opening.
One of us. Yes, sir. I love that stance. That's an iconic stance from a lot of series. Whew. God damn.
Ow. I can just tell he's him. Oh, not the sludge attack.
Wow. Ooh. KOSC.
It's like acid explosives? I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand how things explode, but
It's for dramatic effect, on some Michael Bay shit.
Breaker.
Damn.
I've got chills.
Wow. Ooh, that shot is crazy.
The sound design is immaculate.
And the sound design, yep. Ground zero. I'm your father. No. Enjin.
Simple.
Yeah. This dynamic is already hilarious. This VA is so familiar. Who is this?
それはあくまで言い伝えだから物は大事にしろっていう心構えみたいなもんだったんだろうでも俺は信じてるぞこうしてルドをきれいにしてくれているのかもな
Interesting mindset.
じゃあこれにもそれにもあれにも魂があんのか
そうかもな使ってやればきっといつか魂が宿るさ外してだから丁重に運んでやってんだろうが
外しやがるクソ野郎俺は今すぐ上に戻らなきゃいけねえんだよ
Right now, yeah.
どうやって上空まで行くつもりだそれに展開は常に移動している
What does that mean?
理由は他にもあるが
俺は戻る何言われようが絶対にそれにお前今は無理って言ったな何か知ってんだろ
Rudo's clever.
展開に
He knows how to read between the lines.
キャンキャンキャンいい加減うっせえぞクソガキ
Bada bada
そんな
bada
に言う
bada.
なら教育してやるここがどんなところかを
The ground.
なんだあいつ
Who are you?
まさかその服君はもしかして
Oh, do they worship the spear?
どこから来たんだい
いや
The ground!
展開から
No, you... I just said you were clever.
すごい本当に展開人まさか
They didn't give a fuck about taking the mask off. They said, fuck it.
生きてる生きてるよくぞ生きててくれ
やつよりはまともな人間
I don't quite trust these guys yet.
これでよし
Oh no.
せっかくの展開人がに
What?
まさか聖者が手に入
That
るな
is
んて
ridiculous.
ああ気になるか 天界人を欲しがる理由みんな憎んでるからだよ。お前たちはゴミを垂れ流す。そして降ってきたゴミはたまりにたまって毒の大気を作り、化け物までも生み出した。そんなやつ
Does VA have fun doing that?
He's actually kneeling down.
でもお前ゴリゴリだな。
Eat? Ah, this is from the opening. I'm disgusted.
Disgusting. Y'all living better than us because of what y'all. Jesus Christ. Yep. That's the unhinged MC shit. Damn.
I'll eat it all. I'll eat you. I'll eat the spherites. You didn't capture me. I captured you.
Trash.
Dude,
Talk
Denji
about
would be
someone
unstoppable in this world.
Bro, talk about somebody with resolve and conviction. He got it off rip. He's an MC that has it immediately. Uh-oh. Come on, Rudo.
He's a monster. Okay, this is Volume 1's, you know, front cover. I own it. Give life to objects. Okay, that is not what I would be saying if I just got my fingers bit off. Aim for the chain. It's not the chain. You guys are idiots. Whoa!
Wow. Yeah. He was about to, man.
I feel like I was holding my breath these past 5 minutes.
Yes?
Yes. Crumble. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gotta have some kickback. You can't just use it freely.
に力が本当にあるのか見極めさせてもらったんだ。教えてやるよ。この世界のこと、その力のこと。
Oh, is it gonna be a cliffhanger?
その代わり、掃除屋に入れ。お
Join the
前は
cleaners.
掃除屋に必要な人材だ。
Yep. So yeah, a little bit, a little
Yada.
stuff. More elaboration next episode, but damn, that was a great ass
I had
episode.
so much fun with that episode.
And it's easy to like Rudo because he's a character that he understands what he wants and needs. Like he's not, and you even said it earlier. Like he's able to pick up what Enjin was putting down when he first confronted him or whatnot, or when we first met him rather, and just his very unique philosophy on things, like the whole trash thing, like him biting off his fingers, eating it, and then eating the trash that they was feeding him. I eat it all. I'm here. Bring it.
I was gonna make a statement. I'll turn this down a little bit. I was gonna make a statement about how almost comically evil that, let's just call him a townsperson B, was. But honestly, I don't fault him for feeling that way, because it's like an invaded country talking about their oppressors or the people that invaded them, because you are dirtying the air that they breathe, the water that they drink, the lands that they grow food off of. So when your home is being poisoned, literally, and then you have these trash monsters to deal with it on top of it, yeah, I'd feel some animosity towards the people doing that. Now, what's really interesting about this whole situation, let's just call it, is there is a, it's not been explained yet. The rule that I typically use is like where there's one, there's more. So they say from the sphere. So the sphere obviously is that city that Rudo lived his entire life on until he got kicked off of it. But it makes me feel like there's multiple cities like floating around the earth, kind of like satellites. And these satellites are a paradigm of the wealth, of the overabundance, of greed of humanity. And you see how pure it is at the very top, and then as you get farther down or further away from the center, that's when you start to really see the cracks in the structure and then also in society. But for there to be a whole like a vertical aspect of it to where there is literally something above you. It's not figurative, it's literal that there is something above you, and then they're also poisoning you. I have so many thoughts in my head. Like my brain is scattered at the moment, and I think that's on purpose. This is one of those series that I feel like you will have to slow digest. I don't feel like this is a series that you should binge. You will get more out of it on a week-to-week basis, which is a great twist, because typically I'm not a big fan of the week-to-week either reading or watching structure, but this was fantastic. I also have many more thoughts, but I'll let you go now.
It's funny how you said the when you mentioned about the sphere and then looking in the ED, there's a cube. I wonder if that is like literally it's supposed to hint at like maybe another place. Like you said, there's like other places or other cities above different areas. And then they said that the sphere is always on the move, whatever that means. Does it like literally travel in the air, or are they talking about like the people? But the one thing I did mention in the episode that I liked a lot is the fact that the hierarchy in this is interesting, because you have people who's thrown down here because people up there, the spherites, they think that, okay, these people are trash, like get them out of here, they committed a crime, discard them. Now they throw them down here and they throw other trash down here, which is polluting this area. So it is pretty unique.
They make no distinction between the two.
Yeah. So for these guys, right, to have, who are from here, as it seems, right, for them to kind of, it goes back to even like the people above, like how they were like pretty much rooting for Rudo to get discarded. People of like within his community, right? So you have people on the same side fighting each other, and then now you have these people down here that are prejudiced towards people like Rudo, which technically they are kind of the same. Y'all both are treated like trash, like you just said. People above treat all of you guys like trash, them and then people down below. So I feel like, I don't think, has there been another series where you've seen something like that, where there's like different parties, different or I should say like different tiers in the hierarchy, where everybody is very, I don't know, like the prejudice against each other is just kind of ironic, because so many of these different, or not so many, but these different groups, they kind of are the same, at least to how the people above treat them. You guys are all the same, just like in real life, right? The top 1% look at everybody below them practically the same, for the most part. So I find that pretty interesting in this series.
I think the only, and it's like a loose analogy that I can think of, is the Attack on Titan structure with Marleyans, Eldians, like the soldiers for the Marleyan side, even though they are Eldians. You have people that are always looking down on one another. You have the king that looks down on everyone.
Even the underground in on Eldia or on Paradise Island.
Yeah, so underground, they're looked down as less than the surface dwellers, let's just call them.
It's pretty crazy, like, to get deep into a actual like hierarchy, and that being a big problem in the series. Usually the conflict, like politics and stuff like that, is a part of the story, but this is like the main point of the story, is basically about that, about different groups in a hierarchy. It's about a hierarchy. You don't see that too often as much, because it's like a lot of other conflicts, and this one obviously will have other conflicts, but other series, it's like there's a goal from the MC that they want to achieve, or and then there's like other stuff going on with other main cast characters around, and then as you go throughout the story, different things pop up. There might be an arc that is political, like AOT. They had arcs like in season 3, for example, that was like very political, right? And then you go to another arc where it's like, okay, we just have to save somebody, rescue somebody, or defend this area. But this one is like, the main point of it is pretty much politics, with the conflict being involved for that. So it is pretty unique that in a series based off of trash, right? And it is a meta commentary on real life of how we all treat each other, where we live in. I feel like when it comes to the West out here in America, this series kind of gravitates to me.
Well, I mean, just look at how we view those that are homeless. Now,
Right.
there are some people, and I want to clarify that, there are some people that are homeless that got there of their own volition. There are others who had unlucky circumstances, or they didn't have the safety net, or they even chose to be homeless. So I do have a younger brother and sister-in-law that were in the Marines, and there is a immense problem with homeless veterans. They just feel broken mentally when they get back from war, from deployment, that the streets is safer to them. It's more mentally reassuring than having to deal with the fake smiles, the glitz and glamour, dinner parties, all these like social norms that we kind of take for granted as part of a civilized society. They're just more comfortable on the outside where they don't have to bother anyone. No one bothers them.
Right.
And again, kind of going back to the freedom point that I made earlier, it's interesting that this group that Enjin is a part of are called the Cleaners. To what extent? Are you destroying these trash? Are you trying to turn the ground into what it was before? I really want to know what your end game is. And then also, in a related point, I want to know how we got here. So, one thing that I've thought about as an analogy of how this story, this fictional story, relates to our own world, is the problem of trash creation. A lot of the plastics that we have, there's an island in the Pacific Ocean that just is of plastic, and we're not doing anything about it because no one lives there currently. What happens when that island gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden we have a landmass that people can live on? Sure, it might not be ideal. Are you going to fight over that because it's viable land? And, we're always fighting over borders, like military security, and even from an environmental perspective, for those of, I was about to say those of us, I don't live on the West Coast, Vante does. But for those of you on the West Coast, does that start to affect your drinking water? Because that's the closest proximity. What about any sort of the marine life that you use for seafood, fish? They're going to start to be affected by that trash that's in the ocean. And then when we're thinking about the spear up above, the ground down below, what I'm thinking happened is similar to a Wall-E situation. The rich tried to get away from it. They tried to sweep their problems under the rugs, and they tried to throw their trash down on everyone below them. So if you had more money, if you were more powerful, you got to live on the sphere. The sphere was like a satellite that was up above the planet that is Earth. And then even these trash monsters, they might be a natural result of the planet being poisoned. So this might be like Mother Earth, come to life. Because we need to get these humans out of here. They almost exclusively went after Rudo as soon as he fell down, because he was human. And then we saw that skull in the trash heap as well. So just so many thoughts are rushing through I don't think I've had this level of interest in a series and what it could potentially mean for the story. We're 2 episodes in. I feel like the last time I felt this was probably The Promised Neverland. And that was from a mystery aspect, which we have that here too, but I'm more interested in the world at the moment.
Also, this is my last point, and it's pretty short, but even the origins of the people who live down here, right? So how long has this been going on for? Did
Generations,
people already
probably.
live down here, or they also discarded, but it's been so many years that part didn't matter? Was there a stopping point at one point where people weren't thrown here anymore, and then it continued? How did it start? Was people already here, or are these descendants of people who got thrown here years ago, and then that stopped, and then years later it started again? Because the way that they interacted with Rudo, and how they were saying how usually when they get these bodies, they sell them because a lot of times they're dead people, and how different they are. It seems as if it either was paused for a long time and then it started happening again, maybe recently or last, I don't know, 50 years, whatever, or these guys always lived down here. These people always resided here, and it just so happened that polluting everything. The way that he said it, it sounds like they've been here since the get-go. Like they're indigenous to this place.
They were born here.
So, yeah. But, you know, it could even be a different situation where it's actually the opposite. Just like, let's think of like AOT, for example. Once again, when they came to the king, fleeing with his supporters and followers, going to Parody Island, and then that's the origins for that. And they didn't know anything about the outside world for a long time in the series. They thought, oh, we thought we were just from here, and that's all it is. So it could be something like that. And we have linked AOT in the first episode as well. So AOT is another series that is very similar to this one. Definitely. A few series. You said Promised Neverland, AOT, obviously Fire Force, Soul Eater type stuff. So that's a good combination, to be honest. But that's pretty much all I got. Another dope discussion this week.
I love when a story starts off with a zoomed in perspective and then you slowly chip away at the exterior. And that's how we get to learn about the world as a full picture by the end. But that's the last point for me.
All right. You guys know the drill, man. Check out our reactions to the opening and the ED to Gachiakuta in the first episode, obviously, if you have not yet. Lots and lots of content on the channel. We got Dandadan manga and anime. We got Chainsaw Man manga. We just started that. Every Tuesdays for that. Every Mondays for Dandadan. Both 8:15 p.m. Eastern time. A lot of other content. I'm not going to go through everything, but we just hope that you guys enjoyed our reaction and our discussion for this video right here. So please like the video, subscribe to your boys, and I'll let you guys go. So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next video or stream, and peace.